Thanks for joining me. You're listening to Clean With Me, the podcast where I usually talk you through cleaning your house, but I'm going to do things a little differently. On Sundays, I'm going to start doing a mini episode about 20 minutes long where I just go through one area of somewhere that I want to deep clean or have deep cleaned that week, an area that I need help with personally and that I feel like maybe a lot of you can relate to, whether it be a room in your house that needs deep cleaning, going through a kid's closet or your clothes, or deep cleaning the kitchen. Well, today's episode is going to be cleaning your car, and I will go through the steps I go through when I'm cleaning my car. To be honest, I do not keep up with my car very well. My house is a lot cleaner than I keep my car. My little monsters like to throw stuff everywhere in my car all the time, and I'm not very good at keeping up with it. So we like to make a day of it when I clean my car, and I'm going to go through step by step what I do. And whether you struggle with keeping your car clean or you don't, I'm sure it needs to be done at some point. So if you're like me and it's something that you don't always get to as often as you should, then this is going to be a great episode for you. And these 20-minute episodes on Sundays are going to be a little less polished than my other episodes. My kids like going through the car wash. It's like their favorite thing. So I'm going to let you guys hear them go through the car wash. That's part of the process I do. If you don't have kids, that's fine. I'm sure your car is probably not as bad as mine if you don't. But my car was messy before I had kids, if I'm being real. It's something I usually struggle with. I'm trying to get better about it. So let's get better together, and I will talk you through. The first step is I get all of the things out of my car that aren't supposed to be there, but that I am not throwing away, that aren't trash. So my kids like to kick off their shoes and leave them in my car, so there's always a bunch of shoes. They also feel the need to bring a bunch of random toys everywhere we go, every time we go to the store. So there's a lot of random toys and just even, my stuff, lipsticks, just things that aren't trash. You want to get a Walmart bag and just gather those things. And if your car isn't that messy, maybe your trunk is. So same thing, get the things that you don't need to be in your trunk, gather those things, put them in a bag, bring them inside, and let's put them away where they go. Because if you just bring the bag inside and, toss it somewhere, a lot of times it'll just stay there. So let's make sure we're putting everything that we're taking in from the car or trunk and putting them in their rightful places. The shoes, the toys, the lipsticks, the makeup, the CDs, whatever is not supposed to be here. Maybe you have some stuff in your trunk left over from a trip, or some chairs from a lake, or I don't know, stuff that's not supposed to be there. Make sure we put it all in their places and where they're supposed to go. And then after I do that, after I put everything where it's supposed to go, I like to go to the car wash because my kids love it, like I said. So we're going to go through the car wash and use their vacuum. I still haven't gotten my hand vacuum in the mail. I still need to get that because that would come in handy. I probably wouldn't have to go to the car wash. But like I said, my kids like going to the car wash, so it's okay. So we're going to go to the car wash and use their vacuum. Go through the car wash first and just go ahead and wash the outside of my car. And then we're going to vacuum the car, and I will walk you through that. Alright, so I just got all of the toys and stuff out of my car. Now I'm going to go get my kids, put them in the car, and head to the car wash. Juliana, get in your seat and get buckled. It's a struggle getting these kids in the car. But we're doing it. We're going. We're going to the car wash, right, kids?
Yeah, I do a car wash too.
Okay, let's go.
Car wash makes me happy.
It makes you happy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'm at a red light on the way to the car wash, and my children have already taken off their shoes. Not surprising. But we're excited to go to the car wash, right, guys? Okay. I let the kids crawl up with me when we're doing the car wash because they get a little nervous. Make sure you lock your windows. Alright, so that was a fail. I went to go through the car wash, I paid for it, and for some reason my window went off the track and would not roll up all the way, and my kids are very disappointed, but we're gonna go ahead and go to the vacuuming portion. I'm sorry we didn't get to go through the car wash, babies.
I want to go car wash myself.
My window wouldn't roll up. We're gonna have to go in Daddy's truck.
Daddy's wheel.
We're gonna have to go home and have Daddy fix our window. Oops. So that was awkward. We were about to go through the car wash, and then my window wouldn't roll up, so it completely, as you can hear, went off the tracks. I don't even know how that's possible. But moving on, we are going to... Yeah, I know, baby. Moving on, we are going to vacuum our car out and move on to the next step. So normally you'd be going through the car wash with your kids per usual, and this wouldn't happen. Okay, so we're done with the vacuuming portion, and we are all saddened because we didn't get to go through the car wash because for some reason my window malfunctioned. So now we're going to go back home, have their dad, who's off today, try to fix that for me because that's annoying. And then we're going to go to the next step, which is somebody else watch my kids while I clean the upholstery with my carpet cleaner because it needs it. And pro tip, something that happened not this time, but last time I vacuumed my car, there was a bottle, the cap that goes on top of the bottle, and it was one of those vacuums that didn't have the pointed tip on it. It was just a round vacuum, and the vacuum, I didn't clear out my car right when I was vacuuming, and it sucked up that bottle cap, and it blocked the vacuum airway, so it took us a while to get that out. That was terrible, so don't do that. Watch out for bottle caps when you're vacuuming at a car wash in your car. Make sure you clear the floor correctly, and make sure your windows close before you go through car wash, apparently. So we're going to drive home, and then I am going to walk you through... Sorry, I know my kids are in the background. I told you this one's going to be unpolished. We're going to drive home, and we're going to use Clorox wipes to wipe down the inside of the car, get all of the little sticky spots, and clean the carpeting and the upholstery of the car. I'm sorry for the babbling in the background. Rosalie is really attached to me, and she started crying for me when I came back from cleaning the seats of my car with the carpet cleaner. So she's going to be babbling in the background and messing with stuff in my car as I record the rest of this. So make sure you get your mats and just scrub those. You can lay them out to dry. Right now it's raining, so I laid them out on the inside of the house to dry. Scrub any parts of the car. Don't get them too wet because you don't want mold in your car. You want to make sure everything dries properly. And since you're cleaning all of your car, if you have car seats, if you have kids like I do, Now would be a good time to take the covers off and bring them in the house and wash them if you have time to do so, because I know I don't do that a lot of times and they definitely need it. So I'm going to go ahead and wash my car seat covers while I'm doing my car clean, because if you're deep cleaning your car, you might as well deep clean your car seats too. And I know it's annoying with littles to clean a car because you have to go outside and it's just not convenient, but it's definitely necessary, and it makes you feel so much better coming into a clean car. Whenever you have something to do, it makes you just feel so much better and more put together. And yes, your kids are going to probably mess it up again. I'm going to always say, like I always do, now that my car is perfectly clean, I'm not going to have them eat in the car, but chances are they probably are going to end up eating in the car again, and I'm going to be doing this deep clean again next week. But anyway, as long as you keep up with it, it doesn't matter. As long as you're not staining your car too bad and you're keeping up with cleaning it with that. I use that same thing I use on the couch, that, 2-in-1. It's like a carpet cleaner with a scrub brush attached to it for the car. Wipe down all your surfaces, inside your cup cleaners, inside the sides of the car, especially back where the kids sit, your inside windows, your radio, everywhere that gets touched a lot, get those with the Clorox wipes. And you don't have to go to the car wash like I do. Like I said, once I get my handheld vacuum, I'm going to be using that in the car regularly, and that's going to help me maintain my car, I think, a lot more than having to get the kids in the car and go to the car wash, even though they do enjoy it. And that was supposed to be a cute little segment where my kids were excited to go through the car wash, and it ended in disappointment. My husband ended up fixing it enough to put the window up when we got home, and he's going to have to take it apart and put it back on the tracks later. But I apologize. That was supposed to be like a cute part, and they were so disappointed that they didn't go through. But it has a happy ending because Daddy took them in the truck. He has a truck, so he took them in the truck to the car wash. So don't worry, they got to go to their car wash. And but they like running through the car as I clean it, so I kind of let them do that. Or nap time, or wait till you have someone to help you. But going to the car wash, I usually just unstrap them. Always keep the keys on you, out of the car, so they can't put it in gear. Mom hack. And keep them on you also, because if you're getting out and getting the vacuum and stuff, and you're getting in and out of the car, chances are one of your little kids will probably close the door on you, and they could lock you out of the car. So keep those keys on you, and keep all the doors open as you vacuum out the car. A little mom hack for you. And like I said, this one's a little less polished. It's a little disorganized. I'm a little all over the place. But just order of operations. You get all of your toys out of the car. All of your toys, items that shouldn't be there if you don't have kids, just items that shouldn't be in your car but that aren't trash. Then throw away all your trash. It could either be at the car wash after you've gone through the car wash, or just at home if you have a vacuum at home. Throw away your trash, then you vacuum it, then you wipe everything down, then you go to the upholstery and wipe down the upholstery. And that's a good way to just make sure you're doing that. If you have kids, you should probably be doing it weekly. And if you have kids, you should be doing just, the basic picking up and throwing away of the trash daily. I'm just talking about the whole shebang, where you have to, if your kids are eating in the car, you have to do this a lot. So I'm lazy. My kids eat in the car, so I have to do it weekly. I'm trying to keep up with it more. but it does feel nice now that my car is clean, and my kids are going to be a lot happier for it. And no one likes it when you're moving a car seat to another car and there's a bunch of nastiness underneath the car seats. That's embarrassing. It's gross when there's a bunch of old chips and chicken nuggets and fries and whatever underneath the seats. So when you're vacuuming, make sure you get underneath that car seat and make sure you get all around the car seat. Maybe take the car seats out to avoid that. But thank you guys for listening. And don't forget that last step, the stuff that we brought in from the car that wasn't, the stuff that's not being thrown away that we had brought in from the car that we put in the plastic bag. Make sure you put that stuff away. Don't forget that step. And thank you guys for listening. I appreciate you dealing with the background noise and the messiness of this episode. I told you it wasn't going to be as polished this time. And these Sunday episodes are going to be like this. I'm just going to continue to do these little quick episodes during the weekend every Sunday where we go through one area and deep clean it. And I hope that you guys like these episodes. Give me some feedback. Let me know what you think. And I appreciate you guys giving me a chance and letting me take over this podcast and graciously supporting me. And anyway, as always, happy cleaning. This is Jessica Gutierrez, and I hope you guys have a good Sunday. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe and check out my Facebook page, Clean With Me, and also my Jessica's Custom Work page. It's at Jessica's Custom Work, all lowercase, on Facebook and Instagram. I am an artist. I do custom vans and custom portraits of animals, of humans, of family portraits. It could be from different portraits, a loved one that passed away with a baby that they haven't met, a family member. I do whatever. I do sketches. So please check out my pages and follow them if you get a chance. And thank you for listening. Bye.